Just keep spreading love, keep spreading light, and
Legs.
do you. What?
Hey Kedz! Welcome back to Chelley&Nay, where you know when we're on.
It's poppin'.
If you're new to our channel, welcome. We love you already.
Yes, we do.
What day is it, babe?
It is Tuesday, and that means it's tea time.
If you can't already tell, we were not in the mood to film today. Clearly. I could not care less about this right now, and so I said, you know what? We need to film because we can't let the kids down and we can't break our consistency and all that jazz. So I was just like, you know what? Don't care. Let me just put on a pair of hoops and fill in my eyebrows and say it's cute and call it a day.
It is cute, babe.
The topic for Tea Time Tuesday today is knowing when not to react. This topic came from one of our kids, so thank you once again. We really appreciate when you guys participate in our Tea Time Tuesdays and give us all the topics. We're gonna keep it real short and sweet and simple.
Obviously, we love putting out great content for you guys, so we never wanna just film for the sake of filming, but you know, we still wanna be there for anyone who feels like they really rely on our Tea Time Tuesdays or just the consistency of, you know, our upload schedule. So, you know, we're here for you and we're gonna push through because I'm just hoping that we'll feel better by the end of it, and maybe it'll help to like let some steam off too, since we like to talk a lot and Tea Time Tuesday all we do is talk. So
before we get into this topic though, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell if you're nasty, and don't forget to
tell your besties, guys. Of course, we're almost at 500 subscribers, guys. Keep pushing, keep telling everyone you know about us, and just give us all the love because we honestly need it too.
So knowing when not to react.
I feel like it's a hard one to even discuss because even myself, I'm not even gonna lie, that's something I still work on.
I feel like it's hard to know when not to react because we're just so used to reacting because we're human and we are based off emotion and instinct. So choosing in your mind not to react is something that's very difficult for a lot of people, us included.
And I think the reason we react is because our feelings are hurt, or because someone is, you know, coming for our character, or because, you know, people don't really understand us to the full extent that we understand ourselves. So I feel like there's many branches to this topic, but I feel like it's natural instinct to react because it's kind of like a protective or defensive mechanism.
Definitely defensive.
Yeah, defensive. I want to say anytime I react, and if it's me reacting, I would say negatively, I would kind of say it's because I feel that I need to defend myself, and I don't like when people have incorrect information about me, or they're getting at me or making fun of me or just hitting me where it hurts. It's understandable when you do end up reacting, but I think most of us can agree that oftentimes when we react, it just gives the other person a lot more power.
A lot of the time it does.
Yeah. And is that something we want to do, especially if someone's, you know, aggressively coming at you, or if they're just not being good to you? Reacting to them only fuels them more.
I feel like knowing when not to react is knowing what's worth your energy and what's not.
I agree with that, Chelley, just because, I don't know, again, I feel like this is where all of our videos kind of overlap. I would ask myself these questions like, who is this person that's even saying these things to you, and why are they saying it, and what's it gonna do for you if you actually react to them? Is there gonna be a positive outcome? Are you actually gonna be able to get through to them if you try explaining your side of the story, or if you know, react? Realistically, what is worth your energy? And I think at a time now where the world is a confusing place, and I feel like, especially at a time right now, I hope we're all leaning on each other and loving each other and being good to each other. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm hoping this doesn't even have to be a topic of conversation, but it still is, you know, reacting to people. It's really just about not giving that other person power if they don't actually mean anything to you anyways. I feel like people are going to try to get under your skin to get a reaction out of you if they actually don't even care about you.
And you've always been like that. You've always said that, which is something that I actually learned from you. You've always said, but who is this person? Like, who are you? Who asked? Like, or what is their place in your life kind of thing? Like, do they have any value to you in any way, shape, or form? And if the answer is no, then you kind of made a decision from there. Is it worth reacting? No. But a lot of the time it is situational. And again, it's instincts. I can just give a quick example. Yesterday we were driving and some little varmint, a little child, was riding his bike in the middle of the street right in front of me. And so I said, okay, I wasn't even mad at that point. You know, I wasn't even mad at that point. I said, okay, he's living his best life. He's excited. It's nice out. He's riding in the middle, thinking he's so awesome with his limbs hanging out the side, not even knowing what he's doing, which is fine. And so I didn't honk him. I didn't do anything. I was just like, eventually he's going to get out of my way because I need to get onto the main road. So he goes to make his turn, and I guess he got shocked that there was a car behind him. So instead of doing anything else but this, he decides to do this. And so instantly my fist did this, and then I released, because in that instant I realized that that's not worth my energy, because what's going to be the result of that? I'm going to smack this child, go to jail, leave my boo thing, get myself in trouble, never get a job again in my life. Everybody's gonna look at me like I'm a monster, even though that little thing is the monster and was not raised right. I'm sorry for anybody who's watching this and is offended by that, but what are you doing? Why do you think that you can do that? But again, it was not worth my energy, so I chose not to react. Instinctually, my fist clenched, but you know.
Yeah, and that's a great example, because it's like, at the end of the day, the people you love aren't going to do anything to upset you. Obviously, we tease each other, we joke around, that's 100% fine, but you know when someone's trying to get a certain type of reaction out of you. Like that kid the other day didn't know you, so I feel like he doesn't even care how he makes you feel. But someone should care. Someone who's in your life, who you're choosing to keep in your life, should care how they're making you feel. And if your best friend, boo thing, whatever, is gonna say something to get a negative reaction out of you, then know that that's nothing to respond to. You know what I mean? Or honestly, I've been in situations where I will want to respond, and I'll be like, okay, like that's cool, like yeah, like whatever you say, like, you know, I feel it, I feel you.
Whatever
like,
makes you
yeah, whatever helps you sleep at night, whatever is floating your boat, you know what I mean? I'm just like, yeah, like I'll literally just say that, and then once I'm done talking to them, I'll pretty much like explode in my own personal space.
But a lot of the time, if they're looking for a reaction, that makes them angry.
Yeah.
Because I've done that too. I'll be like, okay, whatever you say is fine. And then they'll get angry because they didn't get the reaction out of you. So, and it's not a competition, but I feel like in that sense, if you were looking at it this way, you are winning, because you're not giving them that, like you said, power, and you're not reacting to them because it's not worth your energy. They're looking for a fight. They're looking for something to do. I don't know. They're bored, and yeah, it's just, and it is hard because I feel like you're talking about loved ones, but in a more general sense. Another example, we were walking today, and we're not having it today. As you can see, we're not having it today. And you know, we're just going on a walk, trying to get some nature, trying to get some life, and trying to just have fresh air and whatever, just live. And of course, two men in a truck drive by and they make some stupid sound at us, and it happens more often than we'd even care to have it happen. And that is something that I did choose to react to. Normally I don't. Neither of us react to it, because in our minds we're like, what did you accomplish? Like, what does that do? But today we really weren't having it. And for me, in that moment, I felt that I needed to defend myself, and I needed to defend you, because what are you doing? You're up here. First of all, you're higher than me, so that means you're looking down on me. You have even more power. You're a male. You don't know that, obviously they're not gonna know that we're together, but obviously we're gonna protect each other because we're in a relationship, and whatever, we're just natural.
That's what you do.
Yeah, that's what you do. And it just made me angry, so I gave him a little kind words, and went about my day, and we went on our walk. And you know what, that actually did make me feel better because I felt like I stood up for us.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not worth it because they look like the fools, but guess what, we're just not having it today. And we are lovers of all, and we respect everyone, and we fight for everyone. And you know, it's just so annoying when people do that, because it's like, what was your purpose?
Yeah.
You just wanted to make somebody uncomfortable that day. Like, what does that get you? Nothing.
Yeah.
We didn't hop in the truck, we didn't do like, what
they didn't pull over, and we didn't hop in and be like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Nothing was. And you know, we find that in that situation all the time. It's like, we're super confused. It's like literally, I would be less mad if someone actually pulled over and asked the question instead of being like, hey,
and
hey, cutie, hey, hottie, hey, this, hey, that,
or just making animal sounds.
Or yeah, like I think today they were like,
it was an animal
screaming,
sound,
whistling, I don't even know what it was.
And they're looking out the window like this, like, you're not cute.
like breaking, like go, like really like twisting their neck. And
yeah,
I'm like, you're really doing
no, and that's why I chose to respond today, because it was worth my energy. Because if I didn't, it would have bothered me for the rest of the day, and that's where I felt that it was worth my energy. On other days when I'm like fine and that happens, it doesn't bother me as much, and it doesn't bother you as much, because we're just like, hey, you're a fool, you get no play, it's clear. So obviously we're not gonna give a damn about it. But today we just really weren't in the mood, and I was like, you know what, today I feel like cussing somebody out, because what are you doing? You don't have that right to look at us, talk to us, or make animal sounds at us.
Exactly.
Nasty hoe. Like, I don't even know, what do you what's your purpose on this earth? Like, what are you doing?
If that's all you're doing, you're really failing at life.
So anyways, I had to let it out, otherwise I would have been popping off, and for the rest of the day I would have just had a headache, I would have been angry, and I would have thought about that person. So whatever.
And you know, like, I think you just really have to weigh it out and see, like, for Chelley and I, like, that was worth it today, because I think we also needed to get some pent up energy out. But I think they also deserved it. So realistically, if someone's gonna like come at you or whatever, this is where I wanna say sometimes it is healthy for you to react and for that person to get the backlash. Is that what it's called? Like,
feel my wrath.
Yeah, sometimes, you know what? Like, yeah, sometimes I say not reacting is power, but sometimes I say reacting is power, because people need to be told who, what, when, where, why, how.
Right, and again, it's you deciding that in your mind. Like, it's all situational, and it's all you deciding, is this worth my energy today or not? Because sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. It all depends on the situation. And we were talking to our friend the other day, and she was saying, you know, certain things we have to make worth our energy, even if we don't want to, because certain people need to be educated on certain things. And you know, that's a whole other topic we could just dive into all over again, but you just have to figure it out. So anyways, hopefully all of that made sense. It wasn't too long of a discussion, but I just feel like we hit the main points to us. If you guys have other opinions, please comment them down below. Discuss them with your friends, family, whatever. But it's all about finding what's worth your energy and what's not. If I choose to react to this today, is it gonna end well? Is it gonna be a positive result for me? Is it gonna be a negative result for me? Is it gonna hurt somebody else or myself? You know, you have to ask yourself all these questions. And that's, again, part of our biggest thing that we always talk about is communication. You need to communicate with yourself and know yourself. Some people do need a lot of educating, and sometimes they'll be able to get through to them, and sometimes you just won't, or today's just not the day to be teaching people about how they should act. Hopefully in every situation you actually have the time to like answer all these questions and be able to maneuver it in the way that you feel most comfortable. At the end of the day, don't let anyone make you feel less than. Always know your own worth. That way you don't feel like you need to prove or react or explain, because like, honey, like, I know who I am, I know where I came from. Like, you can say whatever you want, goodbye, hi, hello, see you never, you know? Like, be as simple as that. Although it may sound weird, practice makes perfect. So the more situations you find yourself in, whether they be small, medium, big, whatever, you will over time learn and know yourself better. Like Nay said, hopefully you have the time to figure that out, but in a lot of cases you won't, and it just takes practice. You have to just do it over and over again, whether it be in a small situation, medium situation, big situation, whatever it is. Yeah, just practice makes perfect. It does. Get in touch with your, like, how you feel about these things, and like be one with your gut feelings, and just know yourself. Know yourself. You know that Drake.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay, it's beautiful.
If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully we were able to give you guys some good food for thought, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
I don't even know what I'm saying half the time. So anywho, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell if you're nasty, and don't forget to
tell your besties, y'all. Please, we are so close to 500 subscribers. Let's get it. Tell everybody you know, guys, and just keep spreading love, keep spreading light, and
legs.
do you. What?
I was just kidding, because you said keep spreading love, light, and legs.
Wow.
I'm sorry, that was
3 L's of life.
This is so inappropriate right now, I apologize. Later, cats.